I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel as we're back here for some more Austin FC Manager Career Mode as we are back here. And today we are looking to try to see if we can finish off the month of September as we have 4 more games here in this month. And of course, of those 4, we have a cup game here, which is the U.S. Open Cup final, which we'll get to here in just a bit as we're taking on Portland, which we've been, as of late, seeing a lot of Portland. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of tired of seeing them. But yeah, we're gonna get into that here in just a bit. But as you take a look here, we're gonna get to our first matchup here, as it will be against the Seattle Sounders. And poor Seattle Sounders, currently right now in 10th place with 24 points. They are looking to try to rebound after having a really tough year. Okay, last time we played against them was actually not too long ago, and we were able to defeat them 5-1. Alex Roldan, of course, a huge thorn in my backside. As you know, he's been playing really well against us, but just hasn't really managed to, of course, get a victory. And of course get his team over the finish line against us here, especially this season, as we've been pretty dominant over them, and we're looking to try to do the same thing again as Seattle. Like I said, last time we played against them, we won that one 5-1. Take a look here at some of the stats in the MLS, and of course Ryan Hardy and a couple of our other players here doing very well for themselves here, and of course we've been taking the MLS world, especially the Western Conference here, by storm, and we're hoping to continue that here today. So we're back here for another match here at the Q2 as we're hosting the Sounders. Here you see the best home team records, and of course there you see we're in 12 appearances so far here at home. We are at 12-0-0 with 36 points being made up here in this season so far. So we've been pretty much just, home's been our best place to be at, and for the most part here, I don't mind that whatsoever. Of course, we've been winning we won 2 championships here at home, and now we are going to hopefully bring a third one in by the end of this third season here. So there you see the lineups there, and of course your usual round of suspects for both squads here. appearing in today's matchup here. So let's see if we get this one started. And of course, we would like to keep this momentum as we will try to go 13-0 here at home against Seattle. And Seattle, like I said, has always been one of those tough teams, especially as of late. And they've been playing some, they've actually been pretty dirty here. They've been getting us on some really bad tackling. As you see here, keeper here trying to do his best. And of course, our guys are here trying to make sure that we, don't let one slip through the back end of things when it comes to letting them try to score on us. But there you see, we get a nice one there. Great job as we go ahead and score the first goal there. It is now 1-0 here in this one as the crowd here in Austin doing a great job here supporting us here. Hopefully the sound sounds good here. It sounds a little too loud on my end, but I'm going to try my best here, at least here, hopefully in post. Right now as I'm recording this, I'm just like, man, this sounds really, really loud. I think my gain might be up some. Yeah, it's slightly up. More than I really usually want it to be. But as you can see here, nice Joe there, or nice job there from. Well, actually no, not so much nice job there, but that's fine, folk, because like I said, they've been playing pretty dirty in this game. You don't see it here. I try to capture some of those moments, but I know in the last game they were doing a horrible job, or at least the referees were, of getting calling really bad, not calling tackles, or I should say illegal tackles that Seattle is putting on us here. And today, you know what? I'm just like, okay, whatever goes here, fellas. It's on us. It's on the coach. He's gonna fit the bill. If we have to have, if it comes down to fines and all that other stuff, as you see, another great goal there for Austin as they go up 2-0. But as of late here, Seattle, Portland, who we'll see here in just a bit, and that's both LA squads here have just been playing dirty. Really just not some really bad tackling and just referees not calling that on us. So call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't know, but we've been. It's kind of ironic that we've been winning, 2 MLS titles and winning games and and especially some of these really close games here. It's like, are you really not going to call that? Like, but yet, I slide tackle and it's a legit slide tackle. I mean, I'm facing them at that, of all things. Facing them, man to man, and they want to call that's a illegal slide, illegal tackle. It's like, excuse me, no, it's not. As we'll see here, a shot being made, and that's going to be another goal there for Austin. As we go up now 3-0 here, and we've scored 3 goals here in the first 20 minutes. That's what I like to see here. You can't deny that from us here, as we've been playing very well. And of course, Oliver is in today's game here as our primary striker here. As I think next season, we win this. If we win this title here this season, I think Oliver might be our guy to lead us on into season 4 with this squad here, because I feel like that this is really it feels like this is the point of the series where some of the players that we've been for the most part here, our youth academy players, a lot of our core players, off the crossbar there, no good there for Seattle. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, plays like that. Like, why are you gonna slide tackle me from behind? Like, get in my face, get up on me and tackle me. As we see a block there. And hopefully Dunn is all right. As we don't need no more injuries here right now. Trying to keep everybody good. But yeah, if it seems like at some point here in this series that I feel like I don't know about you guys when you guys play franchises, but I feel like there's a moment. Thank goodness they are gonna give Alex there a card there. Dunn's like, come on, are you serious? Like, are you not going to give him a card? And they did there on that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Plays like that. They've been doing that a lot to us here as of late. What was I doing? What was I talking about? Oh, It seems like, if you've played a franchise of any kind, it feels like, when you start getting that, that first draft class in, and they're, 2 or, on their 3rd year in the league, or, on your team, and especially you got a good crop of players, it feels like that they're ready to take control of the, as Vaughn gets a yellow card there, I'll put called upon him. It feels like the team is at the turning point, and it's in this case, it feels like it's gonna go. We're in safe hands with this squad that we have right now. We've been playing very well with these guys. Got a lot of I would say blue chippers that we've we have recruited and brought in, and like I said, I feel like we got a real good mixture of veterans and veterans and youth academy players, as well as some free agents as well. And it seems like there's some areas of improvement with any team, any sport here. You always got room for improvement. I think right now we just need to kind of make sure we have a solid, as we see, Parra gets gonna get slide tackle there, and thank you. So now they're a man down, as we see here. They're finally gonna call put a red card on somebody, and lately they've been calling them straight up reds on us. It's like, are you serious? Like, you're not gonna give us a warning, or you're not gonna go first to start with a yellow or something? But it seems like right now I think the area in our game right now, at least in this for this series here, is our goalkeepers. Got to have a better, stronger goalkeeper, because at some point Stover will be moving on, and so that's why I've been trying to get Noah Cunningham and a couple other young goalkeepers on loan to other clubs right now, because we need those guys to get more time on the pitch. And of course, I've been swapping guys out in certain situations. Especially some of the when we start the Open Cup here at the beginning of the season, try to get them opportunities to play, and of course even give them some games, league games as well. As we scored another one there, nice job there. As Oliver, like I said, he is definitely doing a great job here, taking over, and he's, like I said, I'm looking at him being our guy next season to lead this team on the offensive side of things, and looks like he is comfortable stepping up to that plate and taking this as right now I'm looking at some really good offers for Ryan Hardy at this moment, but right now I think I really want Hardy to kind of focus on helping us get another MLS Cup, and then we'll definitely do good for him and help him out. Oh, as Oliver try to get that one there, goalkeeper gets a little piece of it, but Seattle will maintain control. And so far, our defense, our midfield here especially, is doing a great job here. That time, Lima there, not good. That was a really bad, ill-will timed slide tackle there on his part. And see, I'm man enough to admit that, that was a bad slide tackle. That was not, we should have done that. And then other times I'm like, nope, meant to do it. As we'll see Vendark here go past, and he'll try to get that one to Oliver, but that's just too far inside, and that is going to definitely be a nice little reset there for Seattle. Now Seattle here. Oh, good job there to move them around, and he is going to strike another one as that goes up 5-0 here at home in front of this home crowd. That's what you like to see when you got a squad like this that have been playing so well this season. Step up to the plate here and pull off, getting close to a nice victory here, especially a nice, may I say, clean sheet in this one here. As we are now going to look like we're about to head off to the well, I was going to say next round, but another victory here for us, as we'll get hit with Wanders with the yellow card as well. And of course, Wanders is one of those guys here. I was really excuse me, waiting to see if Wanders was going to start playing very well as a cam player here. And he is, he's had a slow start, but as you can tell, as last couple of episodes here, he has really turned around and has done something with his position there. And and of course he also plays. I believe he plays a little bit of center mid as well. So, he's doing a great job in that midfield position, as especially as a cam. And we're hoping that will continue as he keeps developing in our system in the system that we're currently running with a lot of the players here. As you see here, try to get this one. Oh, nice job there from Stover, as he gets an excellent save there. And this might be Seattle's last chance now here to try to get back in this game. As we see a nice stop there from the defense as we throw this one in. And now Powell's there. He'll take this one out here and of course try to take this one on the other side of the pitch here. Let's see if we can get something set up. Nice, decent cross there in the middle. Reyes there has it. Reyes looking for somebody to help him out. Folk has it. Folk looking. Folk passes, and he is going to give this one to Reds and Rodney. Did I say Reyes? I think I did. I meant to say Reds. But Rodney Reds there. Of course, he is one of our guys that we've had since the beginning of this series, and like I said, he's kind of a cornerstone of this group. And of course, we're going to keep him here as long as we possibly can, along with Flegles and a couple others. But Austin, they do it again as they pick up another victory here. Their 13th home victory this season, undefeated here at home. And so there you see Oliver's numbers there. 4 attempts, 4 goals in today's game. And they get the victory here against Austin. Nice job there from this squad. And so we get another victory here at home as it goes 5-0 here against Seattle. Like I said, I will say the Western Conference here, at least in this series so far I've been playing, it's been getting tough. We've been playing some really tough teams, and I'm liking the challenge. Of course, I feel like we play, LAFC, and I know this because of the schedule, because of the balance of the league. At this time was not really that great. Of course, obviously you don't have the newer teams like San Diego, St. Louis, Charlotte in the game just yet. But man, we play LAFC so much. I wish we could play a lot more of the Eastern Conference teams, because we seem like they're not so great right now. So I feel like we could play against those. But at the same time, they say iron sharpens iron, and I guess that's what we need to be. And I think that's why we've been playing, where we're in the position so well right now that we've been in, is been playing really good. It's a lot of good teams, especially those LAFC squad that we've been playing as of late. Speaking of teams that we've been playing a lot of here as of late, is Portland, as this is the final here in the U.S. Open Cup. As Timber, of course, we've been dealing with them all season long here. Not so much as we have been like in season 2, but this season, here, especially lately here towards the end here, I feel like we've been playing against them a lot as of late. But you see there, they recently just defeated Nashville 2-1 in their semifinal matchup here. There you see Oliver had 10 goals in 3 matches. He has just been on, literally just taking this U.S. Open Cup by fire and by demand. And there you see Portland's player there, Chara. Of course, you guys can't see because I don't have a camera on, but I am rolling my eyes when I see his name. And Acosta as well have been and again, those royal pains in my backside here as of late playing against them. And we have to deal with them here today. As Acosta has 1 goal. Chara, of course, has no goals in this U.S. Open, but he does have an assist as well as he's been part of a clean sheet. There you see our numbers so far here in the U.S. Open Cup as well. And like I said, Oliver's been doing a great job there, being our leading scorer. And of course, I know that in this final, it's going to be tough for us to get to him. So I've been kind of thinking, I was kind of, going into this game here, I was like, okay, do we start Oliver here? Because obviously this is for everything. This is going to be prize money. This is going to be for another, our third chance to get a U.S. Open Cup, which we're, so far right now 2 out of 3. And could go 3 for 3 here if we can get this victory here today. So I decided, the first half we're going to go with Ryan Hardy, see what he can do. As you see the lineup here, and we are going to put Oliver in the substitutions there. So if the game happens to be, because they're going to put their best out there, and we need our best out there as well. Not saying that Oliver's not one of our best, but he has led this team for the most part here. But I want to make sure that we start off on the right foot here, and then maybe somewhere down the line, we bring Oliver in, let him finish out, and then of course have him be out there on the field to hoist the trophy up if we happen to be in that position. So there you see the Timbers, and of course they're going to put their best guys out there, best 11 as well as we are. And let's see what we can do here, as this is the U.S. Open Cup finale here in Atlanta. As of course, the Atlanta squad here on this game has really fell far from grace. They were by far one of the best teams in, when we started this series here. And there's a penalty being called here, and hopefully, looks like it's undone, as he's gonna get, Vernock there. He's gonna get caught. They're gonna give him a warning. So, all right, they're at least being kind to us, as they did not get that free kick. Thank goodness. As of course, we are trying to make sure that we keep this a clean sheet game. But if anything, just make sure we have the gets down to a point, gets to the point where it comes down to a 1 goal lead. We got to make sure we have that goal here. So as we see a shot there being made there to Stover, nice save here from him. As Portland here in these first, I would say the first 10 minutes here, they've been pretty aggressive shooting at us and making us have to play us, especially in the box here, playing us close here as we clear that one out. They did an excellent job, and now we're just trying to make sure we maintain control. As far as there you see he had it, but he is going to get pushed down. I mean, he literally got shoved, and that's going to be a yellow card there for Darian on that one. And it's like, what the hell is that all? Oh, jeez. Gets kneed in the gut there. Wow. Again, I'm surprised they're calling this, but, I'm sure that Coach Morales has been making written a lot of letters, a lot of protests about it, and letting the league know, like, hey, you can't just call it one way for one team and another way for another team. They're both out there playing. Wanted the game to be fair and be competitive. And if we can't go out there and play the way we want to play, the way how we're designed to play, the team is designed to set up and play, then, the other team can't be doing the same thing. Try to get that one outside the box there with that header, but not a good one there, as the goalkeeper is. We've got to find this one. Here, I'm so glad that we're able to keep up here. As Fugas finds Reds, and he is going to launch this one in the back of the net. Great play there, as Austin takes the lead here in the 32nd minute. It's now 1-0 here for Austin, as this club has just been doing a great job here. And like I said, we keep getting more and more good players coming through our doors here. And we got a few more here that I'm really excited about bringing up here by the season's in here. As like I said, going to season 4 here, which I imagine we'll probably play a season 4 of this. But yeah, season 4. If we get into this, it's going to get really interesting how this team's going to be being put together, because this team is going to be looking very different. I have an idea of some players that we will be letting go, not because we don't think they're good enough for us, but it's just like it's that point of the series that we like, okay, we got to let certain players go, and this is going to be probably one of them, as Ryan Hardy finds his way into the back of the net here. And like I said, for the last, it's 2 seasons, almost 2 seasons now here with him. He's been doing an excellent job here. Coming from the Scottish Prim. And then bring him over here to MLS, and he's just now been a lightning rod for this team. And it's really got this team to develop and grow, along with several other youth academy players that we brought in, homegrown guys. I can honestly say this team has been kind of a lightning in the bottle. I don't think I can recreate this type of team like we've created here so far in this series. As now we'll see Parra there has it. He's going to shoot, and he's going to fire this one at Hardy, and Hardy is going to send this one into the net. Now 3-0 here in Atlanta. Nice play there from him. There's Ryan Hardy again, showing off his skills here. Rifles that one, that back right-hand corner. Again, that goalkeeper on skates there. Did a great job there working it, and the team just doing a great job here working it inside the box here. As we go ahead and let's call Ryan Hardy and let him know, hey, you are done. You did your job here. Now let's let the guy that brought us here finish it off. As Oliver now will come into the game, and we'll see what he can do. Of course, we know what he can do. We've seen him do it many times now here, but we will definitely have him on the pitch here. So we'll make a few other changes here. One of the other up-and-coming players there I'm really looking forward to is DeWolf, as he has been playing really well there on the outside. We've had him a couple times on the there you see him playing on the left-hand side here, but he's been doing really well on the right-hand side. Oh, that was a bad pass there from us. Shouldn't have passed that one there. But DeWolf has been doing a great job of he's one of those players I'm really happy that we can play him. We can train him to play either side, left or right, mid here for us, and that's just been awesome. I know in my series that with the Wolves, I've been finding more and more type of players like that. It's been really helpful because sometimes, with the settings I have for the injuries, I want to see more injuries and all that kind of good stuff there. It's sometimes it's tough. You're trying to juggle around. You're trying to find guys who play a position. You think, okay, he might be good at this position. It's like, oh no, he is. He is a backup position that is not good. And it's kind of nice finding these backup positions here that, secondary position. Almost, pretty similar to like baseball. Finding that good utility player that can play not just one. Of course, that is a churro. And that is going to be a goal there for Portland. So no clean sheet here for us, as I think the other Churro brother, I don't think he's with Portland here in this series anymore. I think they might have sold him. I think he might be playing overseas. But this one here, the one that's been getting on my blankety-blank nerves here as of late, he is scoring there. It's actually his first goal here in the 5 matches he's been in so far here in the U.S. Open. So I kind of find that unusual. As now we'll see here, just kind of at this point here, we're up by 2 goals here. Of course, obviously we can keep going up by more, but we want to kind of pace ourselves here. Keep the more so just continue having possession as we make a pass there, and that's gonna get another goal, make it 4-1 here. As Austin again finds a way to get the ball in the box there, and they're doing a great job there, just kind of being wandering around the inside the box. seeing a couple guys there holding up hands up, calling for it, and then Verdok. That was just a good, simple play there. Seeing him, found the little slip lane there. We can have him go through and got him in there and makes a nice goal there. And I'm really happy to see him. He's going to develop very well for us. Right now we don't have a solid center mid because one of our center mids right now is hurt. So now him stepping up here, and of course we've called him up as of this recently here in the last episode or last 2 episodes here. We called him up. He's going to develop. He's going to get the playing time to develop here, and he's right now so far doing a great job. No, don't let him get through that lane. When I was playing this game, I seen that. I'm like, why? Like I had literally one eye on Churro. I was watching the whole time. At the same time, I was trying to keep up with the placement of the ball, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if they let him run through here, I'm going to be, I was about to be in a rage mode, but I caught myself because I did not want to buy, had to end up buying a new controller because controllers are expensive now. Almost nearly $80 for a controller now. It's like, what? But anyway, I did not want to get in rage mode and start throwing things. I don't want to be like my buddy Joe, who's of course he's a huge FIFA FC fan, and this year he actually got this year's game 26, and I'm thinking like, oh boy, he's gonna be on rage mode all the time. But he says no, lately he's actually liking this year's game. Even though I told him all the crazy stuff that was going on when the new game came out, all the little glitches and stuff. But he said he's been enjoying this year's game. He says he's not punching in as many holes in his wall near his desk as much anymore here. So I'm like, well, that's good. As we score another goal there, Austin puts up now here, what is it now, 5-1, 6-1? So nice job there from Oliver, scoring a goal there. It's 5-2, excuse me. As trying to, of course, got to try to play some solid defense here. Mora now has it for Portland. They have this one on the outside. Chura now has it. Of course, now we got to play really sticky with him, as we'll see a pass here. That's going to be up in the box as McGraw now tries to pass this one. It's going to be shot and score there. And that's a great header. I can't get mad about that. As Moore now scores this one. Scores the 3rd goal in today's matchup here. It's now 5-3 with still quite a bit of time left here. Austin, what are you guys doing there? What was that? You were right in front of him there. Oh, yeah, he leaped up there quickly there. As you see Stover stretching, but not enough to deflect that pass there. And then you see Coach Javier Morales thinking that the team should have done a better job there. Felipe Mora, his first goal here in 4 matches now in the U.S. Open. So they have not been playing too many of their top guys in this little tournament here. And I guess now they're trying to make it up here. As they're now trying to use them as Acosta there shoots that one from outside the box. It's going to be a nice save there for us. And now here we make the push. 3 extra minutes left here in the stoppage. And it's a nice spin there from Oliver. Oliver here now trying to get this one around the defense. Oh, blocked. And that is going to be the final whistle, as Austin is going to be able to walk out of here with another U.S. Open Cup victory, as they will take home the U.S. Open Cup for the 3rd time now here in the existence of this squad, which has been only 3 years. Seems longer than that because we've been playing this since 22 and off and on. So, but nonetheless, season 3, another trophy going into the trophy case here for Austin FC. As we get ready to hoist this trophy up here. You got Franco, all the good, just players that we've been just, from the very beginning, were backups. Now starting to, become their own. As Franco is our captain. And they get a hoist the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open trophy. Congratulations there to Austin FC as they win their third U.S. Open title. Not bad at all there for us. As, just 3 years ago, we were just starting to be a team here. And Coach Morales took over. And now he has really turned this team to be a powerhouse here in the MLS. And, honestly, we're not spending a lot of cash. I mean, I think the most we've spent on has really been Ryan Hardy. I think next season we're going to probably spend a little more cash on the defensive side of things, bring some defensive players in here. Maybe, if we get lucky, maybe bring in a big name, like what Miami has done lately, bringing in, some bigger names from other leagues, like from the Premier League or from, Bundesliga or whatever. Just try to bring in a name to try to sell some tickets and try to have a good team out here to kind of just have a guy come in, play for a while, and create some revenue. At the same time, getting some wins, and then, with wins, that brings, like I said, revenue, and with revenue, we can bring in some really good youth academy players. But there you see the performance there from our guys here, who, like I said, did an awesome job on this pitch here today. Even though I was hoping to, I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping to get a nice little clean little sheet here, but as more and more as I was playing the games, like it's gonna be a dogfight. I should have expected that. It wasn't gonna be something like we were gonna be walking to the park and just doing what we want to do. We're playing against Portland. They've been on our butt all season long, keeping us on our toes, and I should expect that as well. So, as you see here, we as we getting done with that, with the celebration there in Atlanta, we see that Baker is being offered a deal to go overseas to get some playing time as well. Which he needs. We need to see what he can do, and I went ahead and make that deal there. So we'll see if he'll accept it, and of course here for too long here, we'll see if he'll take it. As Laos there, you see David Laos. He's a goalkeeper. He's another one of our young up-and-coming players here, 21 years of age, from the United States, 60 overall, and DC United is offering a chance to want to do a loan to buy. And I was sitting there thinking, like, DC United, we don't see them too often. It wouldn't be a huge threat, so let's go ahead and go for it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We set it up as just a loan, just kind of loan them out. I believe we did the same thing for Baker as well. So now we get ready for the next matchup here. We're going to go against, of course, the Galaxy, as that'll be our next setup here. As the Galaxy right now have 22, we have a 22-point lead over LA Galaxy. And the last time we played against them was actually the last episode, where we defeated them 5-0 in LA there in Carson. And we are looking for hopefully another super performance from the squad here to, of course, take out this Galaxy squad. Like I said, we got a 22-point lead here. I'm expecting them to come out here and play close and tough on us. And so that's exactly what we're going to try to, accomplish defensively. Just make sure that they, we kind of put them at rest quickly here, especially in the first half. See if we can score quickly here. As you see here, we'll make some adjustments to our lineup here to the starting 11 here. But there you see Ryan Hardy, 33 goals, MLS leader in top, the MLS top scorer Last year he had the competition record at 35, or he broke the competition record and set it at 35. He's just 2 away from that, tying that for this season. We'll see if he can do that here today. He, of course, needs 36 to, of course, create a new record here, not just for this Austin FC team, but also for the league. So we'll see if he can do that, as we're back here again tonight for another matchup here at home at Q2. As again, the house has been full in every home match that we've had so far this season. And let's see if we can again bring another victory here, another 3 points that we're looking for here. At this point in the season, getting close to near the end of the season here, all whatever points we can get. Obviously we want 3. Whatever points we can get, we need to try to keep it up and keep with it here, as we're trying to keep ourselves alive here in the West, as we do have the #1 seed right now if the season ended today. And so we'll kick this one back, as so we could not get that one to Wanderers, and see we'll come up short. And now Galaxy here, we're all white. Trying to make a good push here, as we'll try to get this one here. It looks like it's going to be, it's actually going to be on them, on Grandsire. I don't know what he did. Something to Vaughn. I don't know if he just, I would imagine they would call that on him, but no, apparently it's on, going to be on Galaxy. So we'll get the possession, as we just lose it there. Try to get that one in front of Ryan Hardy, but they get there on time. But yeah, Galaxy, of course, not as much of a pain in the butt as Jovic there. He is playing their striker here today. And, that one, I thought that one in. But no, it did not. Thank goodness. But, Galaxy has been, for the most part, they've actually, last couple of episodes here now, they've led. Both LA teams really have been the #2 team for most of the season here. But Galaxy of late here, they've been playing very well. I think they got a couple of victories. I think they might have one extra victory over LAFC. So that's why they've been taking the #2 position for quite some time. But yeah, I'd rather deal with the Galaxy than LAFC, because like I said, they've been playing too dirty for my liking as of late. And I just, I almost think that the league is in cahoots with them, causing all this craziness, as Pereira there finds a goal. And that's going to be the first goal of the day here for Austin in this one, as Pereira there. It's now 1-0 here in Austin on this nice, cool fall evening. As we'll see a shot there. Oh, look at that. Rifle that one in the box. And it has no problem there. Just shotgun that one in the back of the end zone. Or I should say back of the net there. And gets a nice score. Puts them up now here, up by 1. So let's see if we can again. There you see there, 17th goal of the season here in the last 24 matches for him. He's now see Jovic there, he passes there. Kind of just playing around in the box here. Oh, jeez. And Stover gets a nice little save there. Gets himself in position. Now he's going to inbound this here. And again, we don't do a good job there on inbound the ball here. As Jovic now here going to work his way. Oh, nice job there as he jumps over and maintains possession there. But yet, Stover still does a great job of getting a nice save there that time. So now they'll go for the corner, and we'll look for a chance to block this one there, as we did a great job. And now Reds here, Rodney, trying to make a good push here, looking for somebody in the box here, trying to get him numbers here in his favor. So far, he has now 4 in the box. Crosses this one over, finds Pereira, and then just launches a nice header. That is now 2-0 Austin here in the first half. As we're just doing a great job here running this one. And of course, Los Angeles, they've been working their way into the box and trying to get shots here, but just defensively here, we've just been pretty solid. Just making sure every man is, marked, and no one is going to be running, all random and I guess all willy-nilly or whatever you want to call it in our box there defensively. As now, let's see, maybe a goal here before we leave the first half. Rodney here now has it. He's making a push here. Now he's got Ryan Hardy in the box. Hardy calling for the ball here. Hardy shoots and gets it and scores. 3-0 Austin. As LA Galaxy looks like they're a little disgusted by themselves here. As that's going to be Ryan Hardy's 34th goal now this season here in MLS play. As we'll see the replay here, and look at it, just a clean, look at that clean, nice job there. As he just taps that one in there, no problem. Goalkeeper, we did a good job there of convincing the goalkeeper that we were coming in hot. We definitely did, but it wasn't with Rodney there, it was with Hardy. So now we go in the second half here, and of course, trying to get out of this defensive third. Nice job there. Getting that one to Ivan. As he now gives it now to Verdok. Verdok here. Moving this ball here nicely. In the middle there to Wanders. Wanders gives to Hardy. Hardy looking. Hardy sees a teammate of his. Oh, Hardy's going to get around the defense. He's going to shoot a score. That is number 35 now for Ryan Hardy. As now he is tied at his own competition record that he set last season. As he does a great job there. I thought he was going to give that one to Verndonk there, but decides to get it. Does a great job there maneuvering himself around, anticipating the opportunity to take that shot. He does, and that's one of the reasons why he's by far one of my favorites in this series so far, and especially in real life. As he's with, I believe, with Wrexham now. So that's a really good pickup there for them. I'm hoping in the whenever the next season of Wrexham, Welcome to Wrexham comes up, I'm hoping that he'll be one of the players that they will showcase and talk about how they picked him up and his career there in the Scottish Prem, and of course now there with the Wrexham squad. He is. He's young. He's still young enough to, help that team get to the next level to the Premier League. As we'll see a pass there being made. He'll shoot and he'll see Wander score. And it's now 5-0 here for Austin. You'll see when the next season of Wrexham is going to be coming out here. Should be coming out here pretty soon. Usually it comes out this first part of the year. But we'll have to see. Oh, no, I take that back. Maybe if I remember last year, I think it came out near, let's say it came out sometime like in, what was it? I think it was like in mid-February, early March. Because I can't remember if we've seen the ending of last season or not. I want to say we did. As we'll see here. And of course, lately here I've been watching a lot of League One Champions League in the English football system. Yeah. Last year came out in May, so I was wrong. I was way off. So I think that's when the next season, and it's already been announced that season 5, which I can't believe they're already now in 5 seasons already. Season 5 is, they're going to be coming out as well. So I don't know. When is the... As we'll still see, it's 5-0 here for Austin. And of course, I do watch the other series too. That's a spin-off of Wrexham. It's Necaxa. Oh, off the crossbar there. Woo! That was close. Necaxa. It's I believe it has it has Ron Reynolds because they're minority stake shareholders in that team, but they have what is her name? I can't think of the actress' name. I used to watch her all the time in Desperate Housewives. I can't think of her name. What is her name? Eva Longoria. That's who it is. She's the owner of that team. It's a really good show. If you haven't seen it yet, it has the same kind of vibe as Wrexham. Of course, most of it is in Spanish, so they do have some dubbed in English for us English-speaking people. As we see hear the final whistle there, and that is going to be it as we're able to lock out and get a nice little victory there over LA Galaxy. Win this one here 5-0 at home. But yeah, it's a really good show. It's on FX. Yeah, it's on FX. But you can also watch it on Hulu. But it's a really good show. Does a really great job there of really showing the players as players, not these prima donna, overhyped. It's really like wholesome, really good storytelling of these players coming, literally from nothing to, becoming near close, icons of their native countries and stuff like that. And they do a really good story of telling the history of Necaxa. And I've been thinking about, because apparently we were supposed to get the Mexican league back into FC here. So rumor has it was supposed to be coming in. It was supposed to be as a DLC or something like that. I guess the next update or something for this game before they stopped working on it, and of course more focus on next year's game. But then I also heard rumors too that it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen until they get 27 finished, and they'll be in 27. So. But either way, it's a really good story, and I've been like, I wouldn't mind playing as them in a series in the future for a YouTube series or something like that. Other people that actually are part of it, you got Justin Verlander, wow, and Kate Upton, excuse me, there as holders. I guess Ryan Reynolds and Rob McEnany. They own about 5% of that team there, but they are showcased on there because Eva Longoria does she's trying to figure out a way how to really promote the team and kind of build the team up. And she's refers to Ryan and them because of what they did at Wrexham and all that kind of stuff. So she's trying to some of the same tactics and some of the same strategies that they use there for Wrexham. We'll take a look here at Venezuela. His contract, he's looking to cancel. It's one of our youth academy players there, and so now we got to figure out how we're going to bring him up, as well as Pato there. He's also unsettled as he wants to leave as well, so we got to figure out a way. Jeez, we got to make some room here for them, because I do not want to lose those two. Those are some high profile, high potential guys that we definitely need to have on our squad. We got some guys that we're also looking at there. We got a couple of youth, I guess, well, not necessarily youth players, but younger players from the Premier League that we've been told to look at, and we're going to look at them. And I looked at them. I think they're pretty good players there. I think we might something that we could definitely move to for the future. They're not asking for too much. I think we got the money to. They fall underneath the our guidelines as our designated player, because I try to make this as somewhat semi-realistic. So we get 3 players on our team that makes over 10K And right now, I think we have all three of those slots made. So the players we're looking at fall under that, so they wouldn't necessarily be, designated players there. But yeah, I'm looking at some of those as well. As you see here, De Souza, there you see 17 years of age. There's a loan to buy for him. We're going to designate just as a loan. We're not going to do the loan to buy. And at that, you know what? It's kind of a thing. I'm like, maybe we could just make it a short-term loan. Have him play for like 6 months over there. Then I say, like, no, he needs to, play for over a year, or at least a year. So we'll have him be in that deal there. And of course, so like I said, we're just looking at some other players here that in the next transfer window coming up here in the winter, once the season ends, that's when we're going to start making those. I'm thinking some drastic changes. We'll get to our final matchup here today as we head now to the Big Apple and we take on New York NYCFC. In 26 matches, they are 11-7-8, have 40 points right now. They're in 5th place, and if the season ended today, they would be the 5th seed in the East. And of course, we have not seen them too often this season, but they've been playing pretty good there. I think last year they were a playoff team as well. And now, if I'm not mistaken, I think we played them in the finals. I could be wrong. But nonetheless, they're a 5th place team here in the East with 40 points. And they would like to, of course, knock us off as we're the top seed in the West. And like I said, I wish we could play a lot more of these East Coast teams here. But we only get a handful of those games spread out in the course of the season. So there you see 35 goals is the competition record. We'll see. I'm sure Ryan Hardy will break that here today and probably shatter it in a Joker style laughter here as we get on the pitch here. And there you see the current standings right now. Of course, we're the front runner of the Shield, Supporter Shield trophy, which by all means here will probably we pretty much have that shield because no one's near close to us, especially in the East. No one is even near close to us in points right now. So we'll keep that up and we'll see how things go. But there you see the starting 11 there for NYCFC as Fredo Morales, no relation to our Morales family, I don't think. But nonetheless, here we'll see what we can do in this one here. It should be a good game, and looking to see if we can search for 3 points in today's matchup here, as we have been pretty much undefeated. We've only had one draw, which was from Minnesota, which I want to say we play Minnesota here coming up at some point here before the season ends. Here, if not, I'm hoping we're done with Minnesota as well. That's another team that's kind of a pain in the ass. But let's go ahead and get to this one as Austin here, of course, doing their little look here, moving the ball around very well up the middle. Oh, nice pass there to Parra. Parra gets tripped and the ball gets taken away from him. As now NYCFC now here making a run here, and it looks like they got a good thing going here for themselves. They look for a cross. That one is going to be crossed very well as Stover gets in front of it. And now, oh, come on. What is up with that passing there from us? As Huber there hits that one over the crossbar there, and he is just disgusted with himself there as he just, ooh, look at that. Thank goodness that was off target. But, oh, man, Stover, we got to do a better job there of inbounds that ball there. We cannot be giving up. That's something that we should have, that was like season 1 type stuff here. As now we'll see NYCFC here having a little trouble up the middle. As now Reds has in. Now he's making a push. As he's going to push this one up here for Wanderers, but no one's going to be able to get to it as it's going to be offsides here on Austin FC. As we take a look here, Stover gets another nice save. But yeah, definitely check out that series if you have not checked it out yet. I've been watching a lot of good soccer, franchises, and even some rugby stuff on Prime as of late. It's really interesting how these teams work, and I'm really kind of falling in love with some of the players as well. I don't get here in the States we don't get it too often to get a chance to see some of the Premier League, except for on Peacock, or if or sometimes they show it on NBC or something like that. But like watching some of these series here as we see another goal being made, and now Ryan Hardy is able to break his own record competition-wise, as he is going to get his 36th goal of this season and starts a new competition record here now for the MLS. But watching some of the these series that I'm watching on different different soccer leagues. That there's some about some of the Premier League teams. There's some about I think in the most recent live stream I had on Twitch, I was talking about Sutherland, which is another great story. Another team that were on the highs of highs, and then all of a sudden they had one bad season and they were like banished or just cursed to stay in the lower tier of English football for years. And most recently, they just got back into the Premier League. It came out of almost out of nowhere, them coming back and getting promoted and then working their way back up. And of course, everybody knows about the Wrexham story, and I just love hearing stories about that, teams like that do that kind of stuff, and just when you hear stuff like that, you're like, oh man, that's an awesome story. That's something that it's almost like a Disney movie or something. It's like, how's that possible? Like how does that and it just happens to be just you get those right players to help you work your way up there, and especially guys that are especially in the Wrexham show there, they show a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys have just like regular old to really pay the bills. They have to sign on pay for autographs or have people pay for autographs and signings, and there's not much. Oh, what was that all about there? There's a foul Ryan Hardy there, but they there's some of them have to just have regular old jobs like you and I do, and I like seeing them showing that they're just like they happen to play a professional sport, but at the same time they're just like everybody else. They gotta they're at the level they're playing at and not making much money, but they love it because of the passion of the game, and with a lot of even some of the Wrexham players that now they're playing in a higher tier, they're still not getting like the money of like a lot of the big soccer leagues like Premier League and Bundesliga and the French league and all, and or even MLS. They're not making that big time money. As we see here, flag gonna be called, and that's gonna be on Morales there. Yes, he's gonna get called on that play. Oh, jeez. So yellow card there for him. But yeah, really good. I really enjoy these guys that who are playing football because they love it, and I call it football because I'm being respectful because that's what they call it over there, and and especially in the UK, and it is. I mean, it originally is football. It's the original football. A lot of if you look at the rules and the way things are played, and the positions, you see how American football, or I should say, what American football, how they got their rules and their positions and all that kind of stuff. from soccer, international football. So, and that's one thing I cannot wait for, because I'm gonna be watching a lot of it this year. I got it, watching a lot of the, or I'm at least gonna try to watch a lot of the FIFA tournament, FIFA games and stuff like that, because they're going to be in a reasonable time. Don't have to wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because they're here in the States. They're going to be here in the States, Canada and Mexico. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to also going to a couple of those games. Buddy of mine who's used to be a season ticket holder, and I think now he is going to be I think he went back to be a season ticket holder for Sporting Kansas City. He has got a chance to get some FIFA game tickets as well. As Ryan Hardy gets another goal, makes it now 3-0. Austin FC taking the lead here. But, not bad at all. He's got a pretty good deal for some game tickets that he's been offered. And I told him, I was like, hey, let me know what games there are, and I'll chip in and buy a couple tickets. I'll help you buy some of those tickets off of you and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This game, and of course watching series like Necaxa or Welcome to Wrexham and several others has really got my interest in following the Premier League more so. I mean, obviously MLS, because I've been to a lot of MLS games, but now Premier League more so. And then most recently here, I've been watching a lot of Bundesliga as well, and following their teams and their players and all that good stuff. So it's been a lot of fun learning a different sport, and like I said, I think here in sometime here soon, I think I'm going to try to feature a lot more FIFA or even FC stuff. Thinking about doing a retro series of some of the older games and all that kind of good stuff, and for this channel, and of course maybe on the second channel there here in the future. As we see here, still got a few more minutes left, about a good 15 minutes or so. Actually, good more like 10 minutes or so in there left in this game. Oh, nice passes. Fuega is there, finds his way into there. That's going to be a goal. It's now 4-0 here. Austin FC is not playing around at all, and doing a great job here defensively here against NYCFC. And so look, see here, I think we got a couple of backups in as well here helping this out, as Coach Morales realizes that this game is pretty much theirs. And doing a good job here on this offensive side of the pitch, being forceful and being, doing a great job here. Oh, geez, I thought it was going to be a pass there. I thought they were going to pass that one to Reinhardt. That'd be a great finish there for us. 3 extra minutes left here, as we're going to try to do our best to hold on to this lead that we have right now. As we'll see here. Ooh, nice pass there. He gives that one to Morales. Come on, somebody get there. Morales gets around the defense. There you see a pass there being shot. Look, header. And then, oh! How did he do that? Oh, my goodness. Commentator's cursed there. As soon as I say, yeah, we just got to hold on to this 4-goal lead. And they turn around and it's like, nope, you're not going to get a clean sheet on us. As that's a nice deflection there from Stover, and then it gets back to that defender. It gets right back to the NYC player. Of course, we tried to defend that one, but we couldn't. And that's just a great header there. And that is how this one is going to end here. So they are able to score a goal off of us. As we'll hear the final whistle. And they are going to boo us here. Hey, don't be booing us. You got to go off of us. As we'll finish this one here. So we win this one by 3. 4-1 is your final score here against NYCFC. And that is how we're going to end the month of September here as we make our way into the month of October. As next episode, we have a couple good games. So we got another matchup with LAFC, as well as the Rapids, and we also got another East Coast trip or actually we host the East Coast team. We host Chicago coming up in the next episode. We'll show you guys that here in just a bit, but the schedule for that. But I just take a look here. Final score 4-1. Ryan Hardy 2 goals, 1 assist. Wanderers 1 goal. Powell's there had 2 assists. Flagas had a goal, and of course Pryor had an assist as well. And it's Ryan Hardy as your player of the match here today. Nice job there. And we take a look here. Felipe there got that goal there towards the end for NYCFC. As Morales had the apparently the assist there for him. And take a look here. We got a nice offer there from one of our youth academy guys there, our player from the Ivory Coast, and he is looking they're looking at a loan to buy. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say yeah. We're gonna just try to do a loan actually of anything and just see how that goes. But there you see the standings right now as we in the month of September, as we have now 79 points. We are 26-1-0 in 27 matches. LAFC with 54 points, Galaxy with 52 points. At number 4, you got Timber with 44 points, Houston with 35 points. Kansas City has 34 points, Minnesota has 32 points, and the Rapid right now have 31 points. So Austin, LAFC, Galaxy, Portland, Houston, Kansas City, and Minnesota would be your playoff teams right now here in the West. And then, like I said, Rapids with 30 points. Whitecaps with, or I should say, Rapids have 31 points. Whitecaps have 30. Sounders have 27. Earthquake have 23. Dallas has 21 points. And then, of course, in the last place is Real Salt Lake with 11 points, as they recently just got their first win of the season. Okay. Nashville, on the other hand, is the leader in the East right now, 48 points. DC United has 47 points, along with Atlanta. Philadelphia has 44 points, and then just the NYCFC team we just seen with 41, or I should say Philadelphia has 44 points. New York has 41. New England has 40, and Orlando City have 39. And those are your top 7 there who are in the playoffs if the season ended today. Of course, Nashville would have that first round bye, just like we would. They're in there right now in the East right now for Nashville. For the West would be us. And then, of course, Montreal with 38 points in 8th place. 9th place, Cincinnati with 33 points. Chicago, 31 points, along with Inter Miami. In 13th place, it is the Columbus Crew with 30 points. And then the Red Bulls have 28 points for the season so far. As we look here, next episode, we're going to split the month of October, as we are going to, like I said, we have a road game in Colorado to kick off that episode. Then we'll head again back to Los Angeles as we take on the LAFC squad for the hopefully final time of the season. And then we'll wrap it up with a Chicago Fire matchup at home there in Austin. So should be a good game there. We got a good, between that Rapids and LAFC game, we got a good week of time to rest up and, of course, get some training in there for a lot of our younger players there. I wish they would go back into next year. I don't know what next year's training is going to be like. I mean, I don't know if it's similar to this year's. I mean, it's similar to this year's because this year's game, and of course in 25, 25 I like the training, but 26, I don't know. I think it's the same as 25, but it just seems like it's a little, I don't know, it's a little more weird. I kind of like it. I kind of like it like how they had it in this one here. But you guys are probably different than me, which is fine. Because I like this one. Training system. This training system they had in this one is a lot more better, more easier to follow through. But anyway, we get those first 3 games coming up in the month of October. In episode 45, and then of course 46 will finish off the season as we have 4 more games, 3 more games here in the month of October, you see there, and of course we have 1 more game in November, and then it'll be playoff season. So, and that'll go by very quickly. But that is it for this episode of Austin FC Manager Career Mode here in FIFA 22. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys will be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And of course, follow our social media down below for more content as well, since we like to post it quite often. And of course, you guys can follow other series as well here on this channel, as well over on our second channel. They're here on YouTube at ESGNet plus LP. As always, keep each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.